It was just amazing how the Japanese kids, adapted to the school life here. On the day they arrived, some of the kids just jumped into the other kids' group during recess time and started playing, and that really tells that there's no barriers between the two cultures or nationalities. And the Japanese students have been really having fun. They have been saying that this is so fun, it's really exciting. Today, a couple of the students said they have already made up their mind to come back next year. And some of the students are saying they want to actually live here. So I think that's great.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Yes. My name is Mitsu Kobayashi.
Can you all say konnichiwa
Okay,
together?
cool. What's your name?
Hold on. Wait. On the count of three. Go.
Okay, cool. Your sister and your mother and you.
Half of them look like they're porcelain.
Wait, Jamie, don't do that. Don't. Chelsea?
Before the students arrived from Japan, our whole unit of work in Japanese was all about preparing. Some students would work on the computer and they would research on the internet to find out about Japanese lifestyle, try and find about how children live in Japan. Also, they were looking at Japanese schools and finding out the daily routine of school children in Japan and making comparisons, starting to understand the differences between Australia and Japan and how they could make the Japanese children feel more comfortable when they arrived. Some students also worked with myself and we were practicing doing our self-introduction so that the children would be able to introduce themselves in Japanese and also to ask the Japanese children, what's your name, how old are you, and similar questions. Just some simple conversation that they would be able to share when the students arrive. Food outside, so it might be a nice, because this thing's getting a bit hot, to sit in one of the nice chairs in the garden outside and have a bit more of a picnic. Okay? Alright, so Damon, so will you take Mel and Muscle and maybe he might like to come and play as well. Okay?
guys come and play? Are you friends with that one? Yeah, I thought you were. Japanese different. Ice cream, oh yeah, he likes ice cream. Bet you eat just like him.
And also we were really looking forward to enjoying some Japanese culture. Japanese people seem to have really held fast to their traditions, and we really love to see Japanese dressed in their traditional yukata or hapi, kimono and clothing such as that. So we were really pleased that Japanese kids dressed up in traditional clothes and sang a couple of songs in Japanese to our children at our assembly.
Yeah.
Made a schedule and had a couple of Japanese students in each class, and the teachers at the end of it were really pleased. They felt that they really had been able to communicate with the students and that they had been able to share just the way we teach here in Australia, the way we learn here in Australia, which must be a lot different than the Japanese style. I think if it's possible for Japanese students to visit Heathmont East again, the teachers will be a lot more confident and that they'll be a lot more prepared to share, and I think that they've got some really great ideas in store for the next time.
Colours, birds and butterflies. Sweet figs and berries and fruits grew all about, and they picked and ate them as they hurried along. Now, I don't know if you've ever gone along and eaten berries Because you went for a bush walk.
Yeah, that's swings, that's balancing, and that's
No, when you trace it on the paper, that's when you draw Hey, good one. What colour would you like, Tyler?
Computer.
Can you just wait? They'll be right here soon. So in the meantime, you guys who have got someone, please remember, introduce yourself, tell them your name, and have a little chat for a minute. Doors also want to put aside. 閉めてください。閉じる。閉じてください。閉じてください。はい、ありがとう。Okay. Quiet and go with him. Go on. Right, everyone's got your eyes shut. だから、お名前は何ですかと聞いてください。Okay? Alright, everyone, 目を閉じて。開けて。Alright, so 女の子です。
お名前は何ですか？
恥ずかしい、他の生徒。
お名前は何ですか？
私はクリストです。
お名前は何ですか？
私はさゆりです。
お名前は何ですか？
私はタイです。
お名前は何ですか？
私はスーです。
女の子か？お名前は何ですか？
私は鬼です。
Beyond here, we went through. Thank you. But when Discovery, yeah, they filmed this for the new relationship here for Discovery. See you later. Beyond here, we went through.
あ、ちゃんと
お前かい。俺のはあるか？ある。
運動しないと普通で。
平気だ。これ言うぞ。これ。
Jackson might move.
We've really appreciated the Language Discovery Organisation because they've been so supportive through the whole process. When the students were chosen to come to Australia and we matched them up with host families very carefully, the children and the host families were given the opportunity to meet over a video conference organised by Language Discovery, and that just meant that our families felt comfortable because they thought they'd met the child and seen the parents, and even though they hadn't been able to say a lot, they felt that the hearts had connected over the internet, and that the Japanese parents would feel that the children were going to a good home where they would be really cared for.
Miji Kira.
Migi ashi?
Right. It's right foot. Right foot yellow.
Right foot yellow.
Hidari Midori.
That is
Left foot. Left foot green. Yeah.
The experience has been fantastic. I was worried that that Hannah wouldn't want to eat a lot of our food and that I'd be cooking rice every night for her, but she's tried everything. And the other thing that I thought she might be homesick and that there would be difficulties communicating, but that hasn't been the case at all. She's been really positive, not one step backward, and we'd definitely do it again. The kids have been really enjoying it, and it's interesting what it's brought out in my own children, just seeing the generous things that they can do with her and how they communicate together. Thank you for coming. It's been a really wonderful experience, and I really admire you. I think you're really brave.
The host families were really great. They were enjoying the fact that their children were becoming little translators, and the parents were really impressed. They said, "Wow, my child does know a lot of Japanese. He was translating over breakfast. He knew that oishi meant delicious," so I was very relieved that the child had enjoyed the meal that I prepared. So that was just wonderful. The parents were excited, and the students were taking up the opportunity to share with the Japanese kids.
We have always looked forward to having an international guest in our house, and the girls are really keen on the Japanese at school, and when the notice came home from school, they were really excited about doing it, so we just didn't hesitate. I've also had a bit of experience. A few years ago I had a Japanese intern come to stay with me, and I was lucky enough to visit Japan about 10 years ago. So it was really exciting for me to meet somebody else from Japan. Oh, look, the experience has been wonderful. I would recommend anybody to do it. Sayuri has just been beautiful. She's a gorgeous girl. The girls have really enjoyed learning more Japanese with Sayuri, and you've had lots of fun playing with her. They have loved to just have a guest in our house that they can show around Heathmont, and we can explore different things together and just have lots of fun together. If I had the chance to do it again, to have someone come and stay with us, I certainly would. It's been fantastic. We've all enjoyed ourselves, haven't we, girls? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, Sayuri. Thanks for coming. We've had a lovely time with you. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here, and we hope that you can come back and visit us one day.
Yes, we thought that the cultural exchange would be really valuable to our children and for our family, and we really wanted to get to know the Japanese people better. We've really enjoyed the Japanese program at school that Sue Fraser runs, and thought that we could help participate in that, and just really enjoy the cultural exchange, learn the language a bit more, learn a little bit about the people, and we're a close-knit family, and we thought that we had maybe something to offer from that point of view.
At night, I would get up on his bed and sits and reads books with you.
Oh, it's been a fantastic experience. We've just loved it. I think we've learned a lot more Japanese words. Our vocab's increased, which has been good. A little bit about the culture, but it's hard to know as much as we'd like because we don't speak the Japanese the way, you know, that we'd like to speak, and Hozumi's English is still limited, but we have learnt things. But I think it's just lovely to share. It's lovely to share your family life with someone, and I think he's gained a lot from it too. We'd say we would thank him for coming, thank him for coming to stay with us. We feel very privileged and lucky that we got to have him. He's a lovely boy, delightful, just has been a pleasure to have. He plays beautifully, he mixes well, he eats everything, don't you? Eats everything, eats all the food. He's very good to feed, and he's got a lovely personality. So his parents should be very proud of him. I thought I would like to write a letter to his parents just to say what a lovely, well-mannered, sociable young man he is, and they should be very proud of him.
Sushi!
And now for the future, Language Discovery has a message bank, and already some of our host families are using that message bank to keep in touch with the student that they hosted and keeping an eye out, and they're noticing other children who came to the school also on the message bank. So there is a lot of continuing contact which has been provided thanks to modern technology, but also thanks to the setup by Language Discovery, which is aimed at making communication between Australia and Japan easier, and therefore hopefully it will occur more often.
And they really have fun, they have great time, and in that process they're experiencing another culture. I just believe this is going to make a huge difference in their lives, in their way of thinking, and that's really what this tour is all about.
The Japanese students also, from reading the letters that they've sent to us, really did enjoy their time in Australia, and I think that all of them are planning to come back and visit us again, and that's going to be a wonderful thing if they were able to come back as adults with such a positive attitude.